Welcome to the Leaders in Tech podcast. We talk with top CIOs, CTOs, and industry leaders to learn how they leverage technology to grow their business.
Welcome to the Leaders in Tech podcast, the best technology and business podcast on the internet. Today, we're going to talk about growth as it relates to technology. Basically, without growth, technology is meaningless, and the technology department is meaningless. And what do I mean by that? The only reason why we make technology is to automate business processes and to create sustainability for growth so that sales and marketing and production can actually deliver better products and services and create growth for the organization. We have this illusion that we think that we can stay in the middle or we can stay at a certain level all our lives. And that's not true. Everything keeps changing. Even your body keeps changing. You are not the same body as you were yesterday. So either you are growing as an organization or you're shrinking. But it's impossible to stay at the middle. It's impossible. Nothing stays stagnant. What stays stagnant actually dies. So whether you think that you are in the middle all the time or not, know that is not true. Know that actually, if you don't put your efforts into growing, you are actually shrinking. It may look like you're stable, but it's not true. Eventually, you'll realize that you're going down. And I tell you because it has happened in my life, and I have done a lot of research in this. So the only reason why you have a budget, why you have employees in your IT department, is to help your CEO and your other C-suites to grow the business. Your job is to have a beautiful conversation with your CFO and tell him, how are we doing? And he will smiling back at you saying, thank you, because of your department, we made 5% more EBITDA this year. We made 10% more EBITDA with the automation you gave us. Thank you. When your CFO is proud of you, your CEO is going to be proud of you, and then you'll realize that you're doing your job properly. It's not just about running the lights. It's not just about preventing hackers to come into the business and ruin your business. It's not just about to do the minimum so that you don't get fired. No, it's about growth. You have to keep growing. And going back, if you listen to my last episode, going back to that last episode, if you want to grow, you need to have a proper team and the proper culture in your team. You have to be very careful who you choose to be working at each project in each subsection of your department. But most importantly, you need to be inspiring your people to become exceptional team members where they want to help each other thrive. And you also have to tell them that they need to help grow the business, because the culture of growth has to be in every single person. It doesn't matter if somebody's doing data entry or somebody is doing cybersecurity or is your senior architect or your best database analyst or your AI team. It doesn't matter. Every single person in your department has the responsibility to help the company grow. Otherwise, you pretty much won't have a job to go to because the company will go under. And in this day and age, the technology department becomes the engine that makes any company grow, regardless of what products and services they are doing. If you know who Peter Diamandis is, he's one of the best predictors of technology, and he's focused on technology. He wrote a book called Abundance. And this book shows how technology is going to help humanity create abundance, not only for the first world countries, but for the entire world. But it's because it's focused on growth. And it's because the only reason why we have technology is to help us grow. How can we have a world, for example, that is 70% water, and yet you have areas in the world that they don't have anything to drink, and people are dying because they don't have clean water? So the resources are there. What we need is the technology to get the resources where people need it. And that requires growth. That requires innovation. And that's how you grow, by the way, by have an innovation culture. Culture of innovation is the most important part in your team. How many companies have I been where they are running with an ERP that is 25 years old? And that's just because the VP of IT is so afraid to change. Well, the CFO is so mad because they cannot even run a proper report. And I understand, guys, sometimes we don't get the resources we need from the CEO or from the same CFO because it might be a huge undertaking. But I bet if you have a culture of innovation, you can come around with solutions to help out and keep the business growing. So either you grow or you die. That's the bottom line. And you cannot do it by yourself. You have to get your team aligned. But as a leader, not as a manager, and I hope you know what the difference is. A leader inspires people to do the job properly and to have a growth mentality. A manager forces people to do stuff. And that works for a while until people start resigning and going to work somewhere else. So get into a leadership course if you haven't. Keep growing your leadership skills. Even if you think that you're one of the best technical leaders in the world, there is always room for growth. So keep investing in your leadership skills. Until next time, my name is David Mancilla, and thank you for listening.
Thank you for tuning in to the Leaders in Tech podcast. Check in next week to keep learning how to use technology and leadership to change the game. See you next time.